we are gonna have another wedding and spend another 10,000 American dollars with the spatula of Hercules. I am the Shogun's Hatamoto, lawyer Hatamoto. Like, this is the reason to have a wedding in Japan? Kawaii. Sudoko. Tsuini toki natta. Watashi tachi no Nihon no keikanshiki ni tsuite hanashite ri toki natta za. Ha 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 ha.
やめてよ。でも。
Ha ha! Ha! I'm Nico, the boss, and this is Tatsui, my also.
The boss.
Yeah, and we got married in Japan!
いいじゃん、何
I just want to make jokes about being an age-old samurai because I wore a really cool samurai outfit at the wedding, and that was so cool. No, so what do I want to do with this video? This video, I am Nico, who married Tatsui, the Japanese wife, in Austria. Ha! No, yes, we did marry in Austria first. And then we had a second wedding in Japan because she wanted one. No, the real tragic backstory is that the first wedding was actually done really, really quickly. The purpose of the first wedding wasn't to do what weddings are for, but to get married so she has a visa so we can live in Austria together. And effectively no one came from her side to this wedding, not because people didn't want to come, but because it was Corona and it was very difficult to come over. That is why, nearly 2 years later, we said we are gonna have another wedding and spend another bunch of cash on it. And
next year.
She wants to have a wedding every year now.
Third.
But I think overall we can say it was a pretty cool experience, and I want to walk you through it and also how we manage it from a kind of financial perspective, because we didn't want to break the bank for weddings. We know that weddings are like a rip-off industry, like cake, $200, wedding cake, $2,000, and we didn't want that. We wanted something that gives us a unique cultural experience, but something that isn't designed to put money into the pockets of those trying to rip others off, if you get what I mean. So first, the setup. I want to make this like a kind of heist movie where we did like a heist. Yeah, the heist, the setup. So in Japan, Christian weddings, fake Western weddings are really popular. And people even hire fake priests, and they give them good money for that, to do a ceremony for them. Like, literally, we know people who work as fake priests, and that's kind of crazy. And we didn't want that. We wanted something traditional. We wanted something that is actually unique and something that is entertaining for my side of the family. We'll take the long way to Japan to enjoy that as well. All right, first, in the part one of the swag, you want to set up your clothes, right? And for that, into Japan, you rent stuff. You rent kimonos. Kimonos can cost upwards of $10,000. 10,000 American dollars. So you don't buy them. No one can afford that. Except for big Russian oligarchs.
Someone can buy it. But
Arabian oligarchs.
I don't.
American tech oligarchs can buy kimonos. And like, I'm trying to be serious, I can't. First we went to a kimono rental shop. We tried out 2 kimono rental shops. The first one, tried on a couple of kimonos, had a lot of fun. Then I also tried on a hatamoto, a hakama. What did I try on?
Hakama.
Hakama. I tried hatamoto. I am the Shogun's Hatamoto, lawyer Hatamoto.
No, stop it. So he wore hakama.
Because I'm Hatamoto.
I wore kimono.
かっこいい。
Colorful kimono.
Then we went to a second shop, and then we decided the second shop we liked a bit more, and we went with that. I really liked the shop. Like, it was so cool trying on that stuff while under the time with straw mats, and our daughter ran around them like crazy as well. She really enjoyed running around the kimono stuff. Like, they had so many stuff there on display and rental, and that was so cool and so much fun. I really enjoyed that. Okay, then we went to the shrine and they served us tea. And then we were like, awesome, we'll book a wedding. Yeah, they gave us, so we went to the shrine, and then they kind of showed us us what kind of offers they had, what kind of special deals they have. I mean, and the shrine actually offered us not just a ceremony there, but also a kind of party as well. So the shrine, we had a wedding party in the shrine, and they showed us around the shrine, showed it to us, and that was actually, hold on a second. We did that half a year before the wedding, so we went to Japan twice. We went in October of 2023, and then we went in April of 2024. In October of 2023, we did the prep. Heist music. We did the following. We started organizing stuff, and we started, well, actually, I didn't do a lot. She did all the organization and planning. Thank you, waifu.
Mm-hmm.
Here is a non-exhaustive list of things that Tatsui took care of during her planning. The wedding invitations, the cameraman, the hairdressers and makeup artists, the seating arrangement, the communication with the shrine's wedding planner, the wedding speeches, and 7. Bringing me bubble tea every now and then. Delicious.
I paid for the wedding. Don't ask for more. I pay in kisses. And she gladly accepts my kisses as valid form of currency.
So.
She keeps accepting them, so. How do we organize it? Well, we created a little Google Sheets. People that know me know I am absolutely in love with spreadsheets. When you have a wedding, you have different components to the wedding. You can have this on this and this, or this part of the party, or that, or the kimono rental with either a special or not. And the best way to organize that is the following. We created a lower and upper bound to estimate the cost of the wedding, right? You just list up each component and say what is the minimum cost of that and what is the maximum. And then you also write down how important it is for you and for your partner. The genius thing about using a lower and upper bound is that you will always have the minimum cost and the maximum possible cost in there. And then you can kind of think to yourself, is this cost justified? Is this the cost that I want to do for the wedding? And then you can always decide, do you want to go for the cheaper packages or for the more expensive ones? And overall, over time, you can narrow it down when you do the decisions, and then you'll arrive at a final cost. And this was so incredible because our planning was so damn good. We didn't have any unexpected costs. The day of the wedding, I slept on a tatami floor mattress like they do in Japan, and I slept really, really poorly. Not because of the tatami mat, but because I was so nervous that I'm gonna mess something up. Because then I'd have to commit seppuku right on the spot.
Seppuku?
Sudoku. I'd have to commit Sudoku right on the spot.
Sudoku.
I have to Sudoku.
切腹でしょ何
Sudoku ものだ。
数読ってクイズじゃん。
Sudoku.
クイズ。
I'd have to commit Sudoku.
Go on.
We drove there with your dad's car, just the two of us, very, very early to prepare ourselves. I put on my clothes really quickly because I'm a man and I'm efficient. And women, they have to help her out like so much.
1 hour.
It was more than 1 hour.
2 hours.
Yeah, nearly 2 hours.
Hair set.
Yeah, it's hairstyle in the clothes. I mean, it's not because men are so efficient. I mean, you could say that, but it's more that the women clothes is so inefficient. And then I did a TikTok video. 戦闘のため準備しました。今から日本の敵から守り始めよう。選手たちよ、行くぞ。俺は今戦闘に行くぞ。
Your Japanese is so cute.
本当に可愛いんだね。俺の声だ。
上手ですね。
So Tatsui is just getting her hair done right now. It takes like 1 hour to do this, so it's pretty crazy. Kawaii. I'm literally just sitting here waiting and looking at her. I mean, what I am doing is I'm studying for the speech I need to give in Japanese, the welcome and end speech. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Like in the West, you would never see the bride before the day, right? And here I'm like watching while she gets her hair done. So pretty fun. Cool experience so far. But it's really lovely actually. People here are really, really nice. So that's cool.
Come to the main event a couple of hours later, so we arrived super early in the morning, and everyone else arrived at like 12 o'clock or something like that. And then, first of all, we got some more instructions. First, you're gonna do this, then you drink the sake here, and then you turn this leaf 270 degrees counterclockwise.
So
And I was like, what is going on? Am I gonna miss something here? I was so scared. And then I also couldn't drink the sake because I had to pretend to drink the drakra because I had to drive afterwards. So there was a lot of sake going on, a lot of sake drinking. But yeah, first there was a ceremony, which was really cool. We first walked around the entire... You didn't say bless you. That is so rude.
Gesundheit.
I accept that. First we walked around the shrine, everybody walked together, so to speak.
Tori.
Through all the Torah gates, we were basically being blessed, or I don't know, we are being walked to...
We wash the hands.
We washed the hands. Effectively, I think the idea was to take us from the physical realm to the spiritual realm by walking the entire wedding community through the Torah gates, right? And the wedding is spiritual in a sense, right? And then they had like a kind of ceremony where I didn't understand anything. I just followed the instructions that I was told. And after the ceremony part, which I can't really remember because I was already so tired and I was just following instructions. But it was
took
really...
a photo.
Took
photos.
Yes, we took photos. That's right. That's right. And we're gonna censor out pretty much every single person here, except for the select few where we know they're okay with being online. It's amazing how this photo looks. I love it. Okay, back to having some fun. We were in a room, right? And in that room, there was a bunch of tables, and the parents, rather in the contrast to a Western wedding, the families were set right at the back. The intention is that the families overlook the wedding, so to speak, which I thought was really, really cool. Like the seating arrangement, Sekiji. I love the word Sekiji.
That was
tough
for me. That was tough for me.
She did that. She organized a seating arrangement.
Yeah.
And she did a good job. And
I have a kid, and I should do that.
Well done, Tatsui. お疲れ様でした. Okay, and now what happened on the wedding? We read our Japanese stuff, so... 私たち二人のためにご列席いただき誠にありがとうございます。
Meine Damen und Herren, ich danke Ihnen, dass Sie sich trotz Ihres vollen Terminkalenders die Zeit genommen haben, an diesem Treffen teilzunehmen.
The one good thing that I remember is that I finally got some food to eat, and my god, that was so good. The food
wonderful.
was so delicious, and I kept bringing in more and more food. Then we did something that's called Kagami Baraki, where one person at the table was drinking sake. So we broke, so to speak, the sake on the table, and then one person has to drink it. And then we go through each table. And what also happened is during the time being...
We took pictures.
We took a lot of pictures, everyone else did, and it's so crazy. Like, it's so crazy how everyone in the wedding, like Asian people are known for liking taking pictures, everyone like took a phone out and it was so fun, I loved that. That was amazing. What we also did is when she had to go to the toilet, effectively how it's done, it was kind of made as a show rather than she just disappearing. Right?
With my parents and you.
They kind of made a show of we were walking around the entire party, guiding us with our parents, and then we went outside. First Tatsui and then I. And the trick is that it gives her a moment to go to the toilet without disappearing. Like her disappearing had to be done officially, so to speak.
With Japanese red umbrella.
Then we went back into the party while holding out Japanese umbrellas. And then the party commenced. And at that point we did one more cool thing. We got the wedding cake, which was so much fun. And hold on a second, I gave her a little thing to eat.
So little baby spoon.
Yeah, a little baby spoon, yeah.
That's easy. I'm
easy.
using them.
And then they brought out a freaking spatula of Hercules. The spatula of Hercules! It was so massive!
But he did.
I did it! No one would have expected it! The crowd went nuts! Because I ate the wedding cake with the spatula of Hercules!
But that wedding cake
Yeah.
It was so fantastic.
It was so good, my god. Like, this is the reason to have a wedding in Japan, because the food is so good.
Yeah, food is so good.
And
Maybe in Toyama, not.
yeah,
maybe in Tokyo.
maybe Tokyo
I don't
sucks.
know, I don't know,
Tokyo
I don't know. No, I don't know.
In Japan, strong opinions are sodokomono da. 視点があったらsodokomono.
やめて。
Okay.
And I read the brief. なんだっけ
She read the letter in the end and her
Letter.
parents cried. Alright, that's the story. And then after...
この場をお借りして両親への感謝の手紙を読ませていただくことをお許しください。この手紙を書きながらたくさんの思い出が蘇ってきました。一緒に思い出を振り返られると嬉しいです。
The really cool thing about Japanese weddings is they're not so long, so after 2 hours everybody's shooed out and given a gift. We gave them a bunch of gifts. And overall it was really lovely. So if you're autistic like myself, the Japanese weddings are amazing because they're so short. Because people just leave.
Sure.
But of course Japanese weddings are amazing for other purposes as well. The food.
The food is amazing. The beautiful kimonos and
That's what you care about if you're a woman.
emotional.
If you're a woman.
No dance.
Yeah, no dancing, thank God. Yeah, that's another win for the autistics.
That was so it's good for you.
It's good for me and it was good for her. So
Next year, we will have
another wedding because we have a divorce and then you're not gonna get another wedding without a divorce first, that's it. Okay, but let's take a moment and look at the cost, because I promised that. It ended up being not overly super crazy expensive. And the cool thing is, Japanese people actually, when they go to a wedding, they actually gift money, right? And this is actually brilliant because it can help with the costs of the wedding. And the standard is usually 30,000 yen for a single person, 50,000 yen for a couple if they come together to the wedding, and that is kind of the standard to give as a gift to the couple. Her friends and families were so generous as well, and for me
they are so nice.
this ended up being such an incredible experience because it really was a unique experience. I was already so tired and fed up with seeing the same wedding every single time, and we had something that it was really cool, really unique, really special to us.
But the wedding was also for us, for Japanese, so unique.
Oh, really?
So many people
They like Western weddings,
Western
right?
wedding.
Yeah.
So beautiful dress and white dress
Beautiful.
and wedding
All I see-
European style.
All I see is the dollar signs. The fake priest. Having to pay a fake priest to give you a sermon. No, this is...
But I don't criticize about that.
In Japan,
so
criticism is sodokomono da. Sodoko! And this is because I really did something that is culturally Japanese, and I love that. And that money that we spent, it was really not that much considering what we got out of it. And not only was the amount of money not that crazy, but also who did this money go to? This money that we spent, it went not just to local people, but it also went to the shrine, to something that will use that to maintain the culture and traditions. And this is what I think was so good about it. That money went somewhere where it creates a net positive effect for society, I feel like. And I think that is really important when spending money. I am very proud of that. I'm very happy to have done it together. And
because I did good.
I love you. And I love you because you take kisses as a form of payment.
Later.
Guys, if you want to have a Japanese wedding, do your own research. I will not tell you anything more. I won't help you out. If you ask me a question in the comments, I will not answer any of them. Except ones unrelated to weddings.
Why?
Because I'm very, very rude.
Yeah, I know. Everyone's know.
Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. where I will do a video without her. Ha! Yes! Finally, freedom!
切腹
I talk to a lot of girls. High school girls.
国に帰れ
No, I don't want to go to Germany. I don't want to go to Germany. じゃあ、戦士たち、頑張れ Subscribe してね。
チャオ
That was a form of payment to the people. I blew them a kiss.
They don't need